This tool set off from Amazon is probably the best $55 to $60 I've spent on a tool. Let's get up and show you a problem that I'm running into. This is part 2 of adding a kitchen or bathroom in a basement. When the previous episode, video or whatever, we installed the grinder pump. Check it out down there. So we cut the concrete open, we got all the plumbing, but a lot of work has been done down through here. And you know what? If you've never done this, there's 2 things that you're going to struggle with. The biggest one is the vent. How are you going to vent the gas out of your basement? You got to tie into either existing vents up above, and there's a lot of limitations there, and you get it through your rooftop. The second is electrical, and we'll talk about that. Now we're working on the vent. Harley, once you track that vent pipe up through there from the grinder pump. So we got it buried into the wall there, and we do a little jog to get it past that ceiling. We're coming over here, and you see some 90s. We're keeping it tight up against there. The vent pipe does not need any fall on it, because this is going to go right up through the rooftop. Now we've ran it through a chase. I'm calling it a chase. It's a stud bay, because we already know the existing stud bay. We were able to track it with this duct right here. The other vent for the first floor drain is right there, so we're kind of running right up beside it. Now we've already connected it up in the attic. It's actually working out pretty well. This is the last portion, but I want to show you something new that I purchased. I got to cut this right here. I have tried to fit everything up here, Sawzall, and I could not fit it up there, and I came up with something, and I was like, I believe I can cut this first with a multi-tool. You know what? I got this plugged because it's actually already hooked up to the sewer. I got it wide up in the attic because I figured one less vent going through the rooftop, the better. That did surprisingly well. If you don't have this next tool, you could probably say that that's good. That cut right there. Now I do need to be up to the black line, but I'm going to show you the next tool. You ever see those videos when well, let's say this right here. This was broken off and I wanted to clean this out and just put this in there, it'd clean it right out. Well, I was thinking, before I thought about using the multi-tool, I was like, what if I stuck this in there, in that portion of the pipe? Wouldn't that just eat its way up slowly? Well, in fact, it did. So I'm going to show you right here.
And help close the lid on this.
Alright, well, I got this chucked up. This has a carbide bit, and I bought this off that set off Amazon. This, I don't know if a homeowner's going to want to do it, but a contractor, I'm glad. I think I only paid like $50, $60. I didn't buy the cheapest, and I didn't buy the most expensive, kind of right there in the middle. Came off Amazon, and it even says 2-inch schedule 40 on there. There. So it does leave a small little portion around there.
Just trim that with a razor.
That I'm going to trim with a razor, and I will be up there. Now I do think I can. Yeah. They have it to where some of the people in the comments had said that some versions of these make the hole too big. It appears to be that they have erred on the side of safety, and they make it a tad small, which is good. Trim that off there, and we are at the perfect height. So there's more advantages to that tool than just cleaning out existing fittings. All right, so I can put my fitting on now. Okay. So now you know what's going on. So we're venting essentially the shower and the kitchen sink, and basically this end of the plumbing. We're going in there and we're tying it in, like I said. So we got to put this in, and this is the last portion of our vent right there. Yep. She's gonna be a tight fit. It's gonna be a tight fit. That went easy. That went so much easier without that strap connected. And this is our last piece. Let me hold it for a few seconds. So one thing I think is pretty important is getting these things strapped up. Holly's putting some 2-inch straps there. And I tell you what, we love using those GRK. And they're actually meant.
That's a cabinet screw.
The cabinet screws. We use them things on everything.
Yeah.
It's almost like a built-in washer.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how slim they are. They don't stick out. How far am I in? I see that they got that depth right there, almost 3/4. Most time that's what the depth that you go into a pipe.
Nice.
It's right there. It's there. Oh, can you imagine the amount of times that we could have used this?
Yeah.
Especially when the person's used the wrong glue.
Mm-hmm.
Stubbed it, didn't put a long enough stub out. So, and we got to cut the cabinet off. Okay, they glue this up, put the fitting on. We got to cut this off to get the cabinet off. And of course, we got to come in there with a new one. We can drill it out. Oh, this thing will pay for itself. It already has paid for itself. All right, that's a video. Definitely get one of these. I almost think a homeowner should get, if they're doing a kitchen remodel, and they're doing the plumber, I'm guaranteed that you're going to end up using one of those. See ya.